The ocean breeze, the sun hitting your skin, the waves crashing. That all sounds like one place, and that's the beach. Now, the beach is one of the most amazing places in the world. The ocean is the most amazing place in the world. But I'm not just talking about any place right now. I'm talking about Oahu in Hawaii. So I moved to Oahu in July of 2021, and I spent about 6 months there going to school. When I boarded that plane, I didn't know anybody or anything. I was clueless and a little bit scared, but it turns out that I had no reason to be. I met the most amazing people there. There was so much diversity, and I met people from all over the world. India, which is where one of my best friends was from, Russia, Germany, Australia, Mexico. It was amazing. And then I also met people from all over the US, which was actually the same type of cultural shock that the rest of us had. My roommate was from New York and my loft mate was from Washington. And it was just so incredible to see how all of us kind of fit together in this one place where none of us knew anything about. Yes. So here's actually a picture of where we would eat and spend our time most of the day together. This is our view from our dining hall. Now you can see that there's obviously the ocean right there, but that's also a naval base. So Oahu is just a place with many factors and many things to it. And it's so beautiful. It's nature. You can see the sunset, the clouds, the ocean. It's so calm, serene. It was just amazing to sit there and see that every single day. So these are me and my roommates, and it was just awesome getting to see new people and find new things. Now, the picture on the right is actually what I'm going to talk about first. This is a cove, and I know you can't really see it because it's a silhouette, but there are shadows of rocks, and it actually goes down. We were one night hanging out and decided we wanted to go and do something. We wanted to explore the island, get a feel for nature, just become one with it. So me, my friends, and two people that they met, we went to Cockroach Cove. Now it sounds absolutely terrifying because cockroaches, but it was actually very beautiful. We walked down these rocks into like this kind of privated island sort of cove, and it was just us and the water, and it was sunset, so it was beautiful. Now we stayed there until like 1 in the morning, so it was dark, and all of us just decided to jump in the water and leave the rest of the world behind at this point. It was so beautiful. The water was still. All of us were just there, no phones, no distractions. We were just there in the moment. The only light source that we had came from the moon and the stars. And we sat there and watched everything, and just, it felt like time stood still. And it was the most amazing experience I think I have ever had. The next experience that I'm going to be talking about is a waterfall. So we hiked up this path that you're seeing to an amazing waterfall. Now, I don't have a picture of it, but it was so cool. So what you're seeing is actually a mud clay road, and you have to walk barefoot on it because your shoes will be destroyed or you will slip and fall everywhere. So me and my two roommates, we walked up this hike for an hour and a half with two other people, and we walked all the way to a waterfall. Now, it was beautiful. This was just something that is a once in a lifetime experience. And also we were taken there by these other two people because it's a local spot. So tourists don't really know about it, which means it was very preserved and well kept. And it was just something that a lot of people probably have never done before. And I certainly feel like it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. When we got there, all of us just kind of jumped in the water, started having fun, and the two other people started jumping off the rocks, and I was like, oh, that's a little bit crazy. But it was just so pretty. And there were animals and fish and frogs that were like kind of around, which I was surprised about because I didn't know so much of this nature was there. And it was just nice to be in nature and in the moment. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is surfing. So this is me and one of my friends. She's from Florida and I'm from California. So we know very much about the beach, but Hawaiian beaches are so much different. Um, we would go surfing like once every weekend or every other week if we could. And we would just go for the day and not worry about anything or anyone, not to the point of where we should worry anyone, but we did spend hours in the water. I remember specifically one day we were sitting there in the ocean and there was just nothing going on. The water was still and the sun was nice and warm. We were just tanning pretty much. And all of a sudden, once we said, this is the most amazing experience I will ever live in my life, 3 turtles come up around us and swim. Basically, they're just swimming around us. And we're sitting there so unbothered by everything else that's happening in this world. And it was just amazing that these creatures can come up and just be like in their element and you can just watch and see it. So that was definitely one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. Moral of this entire story is that nature is beautiful, ocean is beautiful, the earth is beautiful, and to never take a moment in life for granted. Unplug for a while and see what's out there, because I feel like if I had stayed in my dorm room or just, never have gone, I wouldn't get that experience of life itself or being in the moment. And that was something that I wouldn't change for anything, and I wouldn't give it up for anything. And it's definitely something that I will continue to do and to continue to see nature and seek out adventure.